Check, check, check. Testing, testing. Hey, everybody, can you hear me out there? Check, check, check. I messed up my intro screen. Hello, Oz. Andrea. Much Dutch. What's happening? All right, I'm going live right now, folks. Let's just go straight into this. What do you say? Let's go straight into this. Oh, there it is. Let's go to this one. Hey, folks. How are ya? Happy episode 2, West Coast live stream. We just finished watching. Let me crack some, what is this? Sparkling strawberry water. Hey, how are ya? You guys can hear me okay? Everyone's in the chat room. Hello, folks. Dave Neal here from Hollywood, California. I'm going to do a little chit-chatting as we populate the stream. Looks like we have 18 people right now. If you're new to our chat, we ask kindly that you introduce yourself and tell us what it is in life that you're avoiding right now, because we're all avoiding something. Nomad Chica, what's up, Consuela? How are ya? Good to see ya. Brianna's here. Hey, look, I got a present from somebody. I'm gonna open it towards the end. I got a box. We love a good unboxing. This is some. Jeez, I just almost tore down the green screen there. If you leave a voicemail, 401-213-9828. Leave me a voicemail. We'll get right into voicemails. I'm gonna need some new people calling. I love when Oz calls, but I need some new people. Some any East Coasters that are up super late? Anyone else? Oz says avoiding being the rain. Is it raining over there? It's always raining in Vancouver. West Coast, best coast. There you go. You know, here's the deal with The Bachelor. It's a slow burn, right? Episode 1, we get all excited about the limo. All the entrances, this and that. Episode 2 to 4, not much going on. That's where you start to develop the 2-on-1 date hatred. You know, right now we've got Queen Victoria. I can't be disgusted enough in somebody. We'll talk a little bit more about it, but I've never... Here's how I judge if... Okay, put it this way. Like you guys know, if you follow along, I've said that people overuse the word cringe. It's always like, oh, that's so cringe. It's like, no, it's not. That wasn't cringe. That's not cringe at all. Cringe is you need to reserve cringe for like the type of word you only use once a year. And Victoria asking for a kiss and then just tonsil hockeying his mouth, that was cringe. I had to look away. I couldn't watch because Matt's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. He's not going to say no. But what is he doing? Clearly he's not attracted to her. What's going on? Did like someone tell her that that's like Chris Harrison's niece or something? Like what's happening? Are you guys with me? Was it as cringe for you as it was for me? Brianna said, I didn't mean to stay up this late, but I drank a Diet Coke, then got caught on Reddit, and then I got a notification from YouTube. Well, here you are. Good to see you, Brianna. 1 a.m. in New York. Are you in New York City, Brianna? What part of New York are you in? I miss New York so much. I usually go back multiple times a year, but obviously because of this little thing going on out there, I haven't made my way back. RM Army says, I think she's doing it for the camera. I mean, even if you're doing it for the camera, there is a level of psychosis that you need to be that brazen. And this is where, if she's acting, then she deserves an Oscar because it's bizarre. I mean, it's real bizarre. The way she's gaslighting her roommate. What was her roommate's name? Mary Lynn? Mary Lynn? Is that her roommate's name? Let me go to... I wrote it down over here. Yeah, Mary Lynn. Very nice, by the way. Mary Lynn was very well spoken. She's like, look, I'm not here to talk trash about other people, but like, this is a character assassination of me. You know what I mean? Cringy. Victoria's cringy. Nomad Chica agrees with me. I didn't enjoy this episode because it centered too much around her. Yeah, there just wasn't much that went on. This is, obviously, like I was saying, episode 1, you're rolling the limos. It's a big deal. Everyone's having a blast. Episode 2, it's like they got to find something that, is what, I mean, what are we going to talk about? You know, we'll get into a few things. I got a few. What I'm going to do is, I'll show you right here. I got a few things I want to talk about. That wasn't it. So, we're gonna talk about Queen Victoria, some jobs that she's had. I don't think like I said, I don't think she's faking it. I think she's actually got some sort of personality disorder, to be completely honest. And the fact that they would put someone like her on The Bachelor is just such a slap in the face to all the good people that go there. I'm not even saying for the right reasons or for the wrong reasons. She is insane. From there, we'll talk a little bit about this article that I saw. This is ridiculous. Bachelor resort employees found used condom in a tree during production of Matt James season. So we'll discuss that a little bit. And then let's get to know Bree. We'll get to know Bree from The Bachelor as well. She had a good date today. So we'll get into a few of those things in a couple of minutes. But we'll still chat a little bit. Oh, it looks like we're skipping frames. That's not good. Are you guys having a problem with me? It says that skipped frame detected. So I wonder what that is. It might be a little glitchy, so I apologize. It's the live stream. I can't do too much about it. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Usually you can hear me okay, and the graphics are a little glitchy. I don't know what that is. Let me try to... You know what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to try to close a few other things on my desktop. Just hang tight, folks. I'll work this out. You know what I think it is? I think that's going to help it out. I had to close my editing software. I've been editing ever since the pandemic started. I've been working more on my YouTube. You know, I'm normally a stand-up comedian. I've been writing a screenplay, and I'm laughing because I've just been working so hard to edit all this content, but I'm destroying my little laptop as I do it. So I can't have... And it's a nice laptop, but I can't have my Adobe Premiere, which is my editing software, open while I live stream. There's only so many resources to get this content into the ethers to you guys. Anyway, N Turner said I fell asleep most of tonight's episode. I agree. I mean, look, I'm gonna shine this up for tomorrow's recap. I'm gonna make something out of it. But boy, I'll tell you what. I hope the season picks up from here because there's some sleepiness happening over there in the woodlands of Pennsylvania. Maria G said I couldn't watch it after 15 minutes. All right, good. I'm glad I wasn't the only one. I'm normally like searching for that, you know, canary in a coal mine, but I was like, this was garbage. It was real garbage town. RM's Army says, see, we're talking about her right now. That's what she wanted, the attention. Look, there's two types of attention, though. In the end, if you really want attention, you should want to be one of the top 4, you know, because then you get invited back on a Bachelor in Paradise. I mean, don't get me wrong. Victoria might get invited back to Bachelor in Paradise, but she doesn't bring any good energy in any which way. The fact that she says she's empathic is just insane. That she says she can read bad energy and doesn't realize. I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't think she's putting a show on. I think she's that nuts. And I truly mean that. So credit to her for being that nuts. Andrea said should have had Mike Johnson. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if Matt James could have done anything to make this episode any more interesting. I just think what happens is early on in the season, you got to have a couple gimmicks. That's why they always do this, like these group date photography sessions. Guys, again, I don't mean to bring my negative energy into it. What are they doing with this guy, Franco? He doesn't even have the camera on when he's taking photos. So then you go, okay, maybe he's not a real photographer. If he's not a real photographer, maybe he's supposed to be there for other reasons, but he's not a comedic. He doesn't really add any value. I'm not blaming him, but what's happening with this guy, Franco? What kind of, like my fiance Tasha said, what kind of blackmail does Franco have on the show that they're letting him back on? I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys like the photographer guy? I want to like him. I just don't understand because they show the photos and they're clearly just screenshots of what the video camera got, and then they oversaturate it, which doesn't make it look any nicer like a photo. Do you know what I mean? Annie said, can we please bring back Tayshia and her men? Yeah. It's so funny too because this season is so much closer The Bachelorette to The Bachelor. Usually we have a couple months off. So because this season's so close, people just miss. Everyone just misses everyone that we just left. Everyone's like, can we just get Zach back and let them hang out? Franco is a little creepy. I wouldn't call Franco cringy though. I'm not giving him the right to say he's cringy, but he's creepy enough that you just don't really know what he's supposed to be doing. It's kind of like, I just want to know what you are, Franco. Are you a recurring person? Have you? I know you were on last season. Have you been on seasons in the past? I guess maybe you have. But like, are you that good of a photographer that you're not allowed to share the images with the TV, and that way we don't get to see? Like, I just don't understand, because I could take a better photo with my, Nokia, my first cell phone. It didn't even have a camera on it. Jamie Rogers, it seemed like Victoria was jealous that Marilyn got a flower and then she decided to raise hell. Yeah, that could have been it. I think she was going to be a problem regardless. I think she would have been a problem no matter what. This is, a Queen Victoria, Vicky, she goes by. Ugh. There's just a certain type of person that's got nothing to do with gender. There's just a certain type of person that you sniff their BS so quickly, and it's just like, ugh. And then she does that for me. Just immediately like, nope, on to it, next. And what you really want is you want all of the other contestants to get together and just be like, Matt, you got to pick us or her. Like, she's got, like, the other contestants need to I call them contestants, whatever they are. They need to unionize is what they need to do, and say, no, we're not working for this. Jamie said, I can't stand the photographer because he botched Tayshia's photos. Well, honestly, Jamie, here's the deal. I don't think the photographer botched the photos. I think they didn't use the photographer's camera. I don't know why. I don't understand. Maybe there's some union thing where if you're going to take photos in the... It doesn't make sense. I know the unions. I'm in Screen Actors Guild. It's not a union thing. I have no reason to believe that they got those photos so poorly done. A camera on auto setting would have done a better job. So I just don't understand. I don't get it. I need to know more about Franco. Susan, what's happening? She said, what was Franco wearing? A quail feather jacket? Yeah. I mean, look, power to him, right? He's over there in Pennsylvania, duck hunting season. He's ready to go shoot some birds with Dick Cheney. I don't know what they're doing. Oz said, I feel bad for the ballerina girl. I mean, yeah, isn't that sad? The ballerina girl's long gone. She put her life on hold. Sure, she lives in New York City, so she probably didn't have a job anyway. What a good year to go on the show. KT said, you and comedian Chris Hardwick look alike. I've never heard that one before, but I guess thank you. I don't know what to say to that. Thank you. Consuela said, Matt should have brought Victoria and Marilyn to the couch to talk to both of them at the same time. This whole she said BS that happens every time is so annoying and makes for crappy episodes. Yeah, Consuela, I think the issue is that it's just so producer driven that Matt kind of is playing along. I think we did find out that Matt will not be playing along in the future. This isn't a spoiler or anything, but apparently there's like he has words with Chris. You could see it in this episode when Chris Harrison shows up to the group date. Franco's taking his photos. They're doing the whole thing. And then Chris Harrison's like, you're going to fight for... You could tell when Chris Harrison said you're going to fight for Matt that he was kind of like, man, I don't know if I want to do this. Like Matt's like, come on. No, we're not fighting for people. But, it ended up being good fun and games. But it's like, I get that the show needs drama, but they're literally taking like 50 years worth of feminism and throwing it out the window. Ladies, let me know what you think. And look, I'm not trying to make a big deal out of nothing here, because I hated it in Claire and Tayshia's seasons when they just pit people against each other. It's like, I get it. It's okay for drama, but this whole, like, the only rule are that there are no rules. It's like somebody's going to lose an eye, okay? The set medic's like, well, we need a couple of rules. GJ said Victoria's ruining things for everyone. We didn't have a Victoria on Tayshia's season. Bennett is looking like a gem of a villain in comparison. That's so funny you said that, because I was thinking the same thing about Bennett. I was like, I guess Bennett was the closest thing to a villain, but at least he spoke decently to people. Sure, he like put down Noah, right? He was kind of like putting him down, but like he still sort of spoke decently. Victoria's a horrible human. Okay? Victoria is not a good person. I read something today about a comedian who passed away, and we need to be judged on certain things in life. And one thing is and this is more true for comics because I live in the stand-up world, but it's like, did the energy of the room get better by my presence? As in, was I an asset to the room, or was it worse? And literally, the wake that Victoria casts just by walking by people makes the world a worse place. Who's better off because of Victoria? Now, I'm not saying she needs to go off into the woods and, hang herself. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying, you have the chance to bring love, high energy, kind of these types of things into the world, and it's whether it's a psychosis by her or she's doing it for attention. No matter the case, it's just negative. It's a cesspool. I hate it. I don't say that too often about people. Usually, I found the positives in Chad Johnson and Garrett, and every villain I found the positives in with Victoria. Yeah, I'm telling you, she needs to go back to England or something. Garrett and Victoria. Garrett can do way better than Victoria. No offense. That's an insult to Garrett. Luke P is looking like a freaking saint compared to Victoria. You guys are great. This is so spot on. Yeah, Luke P. Victoria makes Luke P look like the most down-to-earth, chill guy. Did the energy of the room get better with my presence? I like that. Isn't that what it's all about? Because I can stand up, right? And I guess I made a video a couple days ago and people appreciated my stand-up comedian take. I made a video about Garrett. If you didn't watch it, actually, it actually came out this morning. He posted some weird manifesto, so I talked about that. I called it a manifesto. It was an Instagram status, but go check that out after. But it was just full of a bunch of weird stances he was taking on life. It was strange. But yeah, but one of the things he said was, "Oh, comics, apparently no one can be funny anymore unless you're a comic." And it's like, no, you need to read the room. You need to read the room. And sometimes if the room's at a 7 out of 10, you don't want to always come into the room at a 10 out of a 10. You want to come into the room at a 7.5. You want to leave the room at a 10. So the idea is you find the energy of the room. It's like a DJ, right? You kind of start nice and low. You got to find the energy of the place. Don't be going crazy. The next thing you know, it's you're ready to drop the heat on the place, right? Leave a voicemail. Somebody call me. I got one voicemail. Let's line them up. Leave a voicemail. Let me know what you think of the season. Let me know who you like, who you don't like. 401-213-9828. Call me right now, guys. This live stream is going to be about 45 minutes long. Last week, I went way too long, and then I recorded my recap after, so I'm going to try to keep this a little tighter for you guys. Going to keep it tight. And for everyone who's listening in the morning that is on the East Coast, I think Brianna, there was a few different people that said they can't catch it live, but they watch it the next morning. Hi to all of you guys. Thank you so much for watching it afterwards. It really helps that you guys watch and comment if you didn't catch the live chat. So I'm talking to you people in the future from the past. How's Tuesday doing? Do we still have a government? Are you doing okay? So anyway, I hope I bring the energy of the room up for you guys. I hope we can elevate it. I'm going to open this present that I got right here. Someone got me a present, so I'll open that in 10 minutes. Steak is better rare. Yeah, look, steak's good rare. Cold beer, I get it. Garrett, he posted all of his things. He just confused me. I like to think I'm good at critical thinking, but I'm I don't know what he's trying to say, and I don't want to speak for him, And Turner said, Victoria is not here for Matt, just for TV. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what she's here for, because no one would advise her to act like that. Yeah, Oz said Kit is the gold standard compared to her. You're absolutely right. Brianna said the drama's stupid. I want to watch people connect and fall in love, not watching women compete. That's what I loved about Listen to Your Heart. They didn't have that much drama. They were musicians. They didn't want to kill their brand. So they went in there with talent. They were composed. Oh, I just got a missed call from a 503 number. So we'll wait for that to go to voicemail. Yeah, Luke P and Victoria together on Paradise. The problem with Victoria, and I'm going to put less energy into it. We'll bring the energy back up here. But the problem with Victoria is even when Matt was trying to get serious with her and kind of, talk about things, she's the type who will take whatever you're saying and then make it about her, and it's way overwhelming. It's this has to stop, but he's too nice of a guy. on night 2. Don't want to stop that. Oh, is that Portland, Oz? Yeah, I just got a call from Portland. Make sure you guys call in. Victoria apparently went to your alma mater, FSU, and now I'm even more ashamed. Chris, are you calling in from the toilet again this weekend? We appreciated you ringing us from the porcelain throne. Speaking of Queen Victoria, we have King Chris II going number 2. Yeah, Garrett said, your body, your choice, unless it comes to vaccines. And honestly, like, I understand what words are. I understand how to read, but I think he was. I can't get into Garrett. I could talk for days about Garrett. That video got a ton of views because people were just all like, "What is he talking about?" But yeah, as much as whatever Garrett, as much as people don't like Garrett, he didn't do enough to deserve to hang out with Victoria. That's pure suffering. Julie, what's happening? How are you, Julie? Good to see you there. All right, so let's do this. Let's move over here to the green screen. All right, so so who is Victoria? Who is this broad? Let's find out. Bachelor Queen Victoria Larson has a real job. 5 things to know about the season 25 contestant. Let's just barrel through this here. She goes, I'm Victoria, like the queen, and I'm looking for a king with a good heart. So I heard that's you, King Matt. Ugh. All right. Let's move right past all this baloney and get to her. Number 1, right, she went to FSU and NYU, which, by the way, that's a lot of money spent on college. She went to FSU and NYU. That's a lot of university. That's almost a decade of university. According to her website, Victoria went to undergrad at FSU and studied Institute for Integrative Nutrition at New York University. I went to University of Rhode Island, and I can't spell integrative. So here she is. She got 2 degrees for 8 years, and then now she serves, Sunny Delight on this private jet. Which, by the way, if I got a private jet, I would make them buy me the most obscure, like Capri Suns, Sunny Delight, maybe, just like get one of those snack packs, one of the things you open up and you make the little chips and crackers. What's that called? With a little sandwich? Lunchables. I'd make her serve me some Lunchables. All right, there she is. She worked as a flight attendant. Good to know. Could you imagine her as a flight attendant? You know how obnoxious that would be as a flight attendant? She's like, well, she's just trying to gaslight the people. You said you didn't want peanuts, but now you're asking for peanuts. And it's like, are you lying to me or did you not want peanuts? It's like, I'll get them myself. There, Queen Vicky. Here she is. There she is, hanging out. What's going on over here? Let's see what she's got in the back there. What's this? Is that a thing of wipes? She's got a thing of wipes and looks like an empty cup of coffee and a Dasani. All right, very nice. It's hardwood floors. What's this thing on the floor? What's that? Is that like a massage, like lumbar support pillow or something? I don't know. She has a beauty and wellness business. Of course she does. Everyone's got a business, and I don't hate on it. Everyone needs a business, but it's like 1 second she's jet setting as a flight attendant. She's got 2 different degrees, and now she's selling. What is she selling? Bath salts and self tanner. I guess if you lived in Florida, you know how to sell bath salts, right? Right, Florida man. Don't you guys love bath salts? Yeah, RM Army said Victoria reminds me of Jordan from Becca's season, but worse, way worse. Jordan just got married, right? Didn't he? Or engaged? Good for Jordan. Way worse. I mean, I haven't seen. I'm looking, guys. I'm looking. I'm doing a lot of research. Said he canceled their flight. Yeah, imagine. You just want to jump out of a moving airplane just to get away from her. Lesia said Lunchables are just charcuterie boards, but for kids. That might be listen, I'm not giving away laughs that aren't deserved. I'm going to screen grab that. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard. I just screen grabbed it. Lunchables are just charcuterie boards, but for kids. I'm crying out of this ear. Can you imagine a kid being like, oh, we're late for T-ball today. And he just, they got a nice little Capri Sun in like a tea glass. I digress. You guys are funny. The comments, the compliments that people have given you guys in the chat makes my heart warm. The internet can be a wildly toxic place. It can be a place where people mudsling, fight, nameless whatever. But you guys are just like so chill. So a big shout out to you guys. in the comment section for just knowing it and getting it. So I appreciate you guys. We're not here for the we're not here to create drama, right? We're here to bring the energy up a little bit. Brianna said she does act ugly, and at points I think she is pretty, but I'm too distracted by her horrible energy. That's a good point. Yeah, it's like she's pretty, right? We're not talking we're not talking about her physical looks here. It's her emotional ugliness. What is she? What is she got? A sangria back there? A lot of empty water bottles we're noticing in her photos. A lot of empty water bottles. She goes by Vicky. She may go by Queen Victoria on the show, but she also goes by Vicky. Good to know. Yeah, I mean, very pretty girl, but it's like, you know, one of these eyes is like doesn't blink. You know, she's that type of girl that doesn't blink in one of her eyes, and you just know, you know, when God worked on her, he you know, he had a busy day, and he's like, all right, I could give you emotional competence or nice eyes. Just give her the nice eyes, you know. Yeah, we're up to 66 people. 66 people. Listen, I didn't know if anyone was going to show up to these West Coast live streams. I didn't know what was going to happen. I'm going to try my best to do them all season long as people keep showing up. You know, it can't be something where I'm just speaking to myself here. But you guys have been great. You're here. Last week we got up to 100, I think. We'll see how we do. Yeah, you liked Esme said I actually liked Jordan. He's at least a decent person outside of the show. Victoria seems like she's bad on and off camera. Oh, yeah, because Victoria was complaining to the producers when she didn't even think she was on camera. That's what they need is, like, they need to create a space where they convince the contestants they're off camera and then actually see what they're like. That's what they need, which they don't do this because I think it's bad for the integrity of the show, but I always thought it would be a good idea to bring in some plants. Like years ago, there was a contestant who was kicked off the show for flirting with the sound guy. I think she gave the sound guy her number, which I think should be fair. It's like, look, if your guy didn't want to pick you for a date, you should be able to hit on the sound guy. But I think that would be a lot of fun if, like, you know, say Matt James brings Tyler over, and next thing you know, some of the girls are hitting on Tyler, and it's like, all right, well, let's take some notes on this one. Daddy problems for sure. People call her Corinne, but Corinne was way funnier. That's the thing. Corinne was funny, and funny cuts through BS. Like you can be an a-hole and be funny about it, and then it's like, well, at least they're funny. Even Bennett was funny. Chad Johnson was actually funny. Everyone started to hate him after the show, he had a lot of funny things he said. He was also violent, you know, in certain ways. But Consuela said, has anyone looked at Katie's TikTok? She's pretty hilarious. Let me know if you know her TikTok. You know what? Maybe I'll try to remember to do that for next live stream because I don't have it pulled up now. 707 Lady T. Hey, Dave. Cool you're doing these live after episode webcasts. Yeah, sure. Thank you. Yeah, it's been fun. We finally figured out the technology. I think we got a good look back here. So anyway, what she's looking for in a man. Who cares? Get her off the show. We're done with her. All right, so this is an interesting story. Bachelor Resort employees found used condom in a tree. I wonder if it's a rubber tree. That'd be funny, right? This episode sponsored by Durex. The old Magnum Forest, if you will, during production of Matt James' season. Now, if you guys haven't watched my episode with, I don't know if I saved her info. I won't pull it up here, but I made a video. Okay, I will pull it up here. Let's do this. YouTube. I made a video about the CEO of the Nemacolin Resorts. What's her name? Maggie. All right, let me just search this. CEO Nemacolin Resorts. Geez, I can't even type. She's a nutcase. This one, an absolute nutcase. So here she is, and so apparently she. I don't want her Wikipedia. She's a billionaire. She inherited the company from her father, and here, this is her right here. Let's see if we can get a better photo of this. Here's a good one. This is the one I liked with the pipes. This is her right here. I mean, she could kill you with those arms. Look at those puppies. Yeah, she's got Derek Zoolander face. Let's see if I have Derek Zoolander. I don't know if I saved that. Anyway, so she spilled some tea with this article. She gave out some dirty details. She said, we actually found a used condom in the tree branch, Maggie Hardy Knox told the New York Post, page 6, on Monday, January 11th. The CEO, who teased hair will be pulled and weaves will fly during the season, noted that it was hard to keep track of everything that went down on the property during production, which began in September and wrapped before Thanksgiving. So she said sometimes there's some hanky-panky going on where it should not have been, but I can't tell you everything that was going on. We were on 3,000 acres, so there's a lot of land and lots of woods out there. There were things going on inside and outside of the hotel all the time, which I do. I appreciate some tea, but I don't trust this. I don't trust her at all. You want to talk about someone who could leave a mean Yelp review? This is it. She looks like Victoria's mom, who's just like, you go out there and you show them who's boss. I don't know. All right. Esme said, I feel like for a lot of the villains on the show, they can be funny, entertaining, so you can kind of be on their side or want them to stay, but that's not true of Victoria at all. Yeah, right now Victoria's just taking away the bandwidth of everybody, and who cares if we're talking about it, right? Andrea said, Zoolander pipes Borat face. Facial hair. Killing me right here. Emma said, joining from the Midwest. First time I've been awake to join in. Hey, Emma, thank you for joining us. Where in the Midwest are you? Esme said, does anyone have any thoughts on what happened to Sarah at the end of the episode? I know exactly what happened to Sarah. She tried to fit into her dress, and, she was, the corset was tied a little tight. Now, Sarah's a journalist. She probably is very good with public speaking. Normally, like you say, oh, maybe she got nerves or whatever. I think what happened is this. They're forced to stand there for a long time. If anyone was in choir or chorus growing up, they always tell you at performances, don't lock your knees, because locking your knees somehow restricts the blood flow of the body. This could be baloney. I don't know. But either way, every year in chorus, somebody just passes out from the back line. So I think that's just what happened. Yeah, lock knees. Julie said lock knees, right? You have a feeling Sarah will self-sabotage and dig her own grave. I really like Sarah. I really like her love story, but it is a love story. Her how she takes care of her dad. I mean, I'm glad they worked that into the episode. For all the negativity with people like Victoria, you see someone like Sarah, judge her all you want. Most of us, knock on wood, would never want to have to be caretakers for our parents, because that's soul crushing. Our parents, when we grow up, are our superheroes, and to think that she's got to take care of him that way. ALS, I mean, that has to be the worst. It really has to be the worst. So a lot of character for her to quit her job and take care of him. And, I want to root for people like that. You know what I mean? Emma's here from Wisconsin. Sorry if I asked you that before. I'm not sure if I asked you. Yeah, Leslie, roast ceremonies take hours. They go well into the night. Not surprised if she passed out. Let's get a voicemail in here. Yeah, we got the Northwest. Anyone from the East Coast out there want to call in? We got time for one or two more voicemails. Oh, geez, I'm already 34 minutes in. Let's get this thing going. I don't want to take too. Ask any questions you guys have. We'll go another 15 minutes or so, but I'm not gonna take up too much time tonight. We got a full week of stuff going on. So let me find. You know what? Am I even? I always have to double check to see if I'm connected. Hold on one second, folks. Got to make sure we're connected here. Play a couple voicemails. This is your chance to leave a voicemail. Call that number right there. Bluetooth is on and it is connected. Turn off this one. Make sure I'm connected to the right source here. Okay, here we go. I don't have an assistant, guys. All right, here it is.
Dave, it's Oz. Hi, Bachelor Nation. So I think Piper, Mari, and Lauren are dark horses. But Victoria is a complete piece of poo. I don't think it's the edit. She's just a piece of poo, because I don't want to swear, but she's the worst Bachelor contestant that I've ever seen. Okay, so have a good one, everyone, and the drama will be even more than Peter's season, I think. Okay, bye.
Yeah, you're right. It's not an edit. There's no such thing as an edit that can polish Victoria up right now. I mean, maybe what'll happen is we'll get her having a conversation where she shows, I don't know, emotions that are, sincere and graceful. It's like she lacks grace is what she lacks. We all need more grace in our life, and she ain't it. So maybe she'll show up with that, but it's like too little too late, bro. You show up with grace night one like the other 31 people. All right, next voicemail. Consuela said, just a heads up, on the voicemail I left, my first comment was sarcastic, not serious. I do deadpan, and sometimes it comes off as serious. Uh-oh, is this going to be like a Victoria comment? Now I trust you. Here we go.
Hey Dave, this is Nomad Chica. I'm leaving a voicemail message simply because you ordered us to.
Do it. Oh, sorry. I was getting another call there. I don't know how to
Yeah,
play.
I didn't leave one earlier because this episode was just crap. Like, I don't really have a lot of positive things to say about it with all of the drama that happened. But I guess that's kind of a negative perspective. Bree seems amazing. I still love, I can't remember her name, Abigail. And who was the other one? Sarah. Sarah seems so sweet and compassionate. She seems like if there's anyone that's an empath, it's Sarah, not she who shall not be named. Yeah, thanks for doing the live stream. This is awesome. And look forward to the recap.
Thank you so much for your call. Yeah, you're so spot on. What's up with people saying they're an empath when they're not? I guess anyone can say it, but it's like there's no way. Like, look, anyone can read some negative energy, but like not having the wherewithal that you caused that negative energy is her biggest problem. If someone just called me, I accidentally hit the end button because I don't know how to accept phone call. I guess I need to turn the volume off on my phone call receiving. I don't know. Either way, I'm working on the technology, folks. But if you called me and the voicemail didn't go through, leave me. Call me right now. I'm ready for you. Emma said, did anyone else love when Matt apologized to Bree's mom? Not sure if you guys talked about it already, but it was my favorite part of the episode. Yeah, first of all, we're talking about for the ATV accident. The fact that they fell off ATVs, like, there are, it might look like they take a lot of risks on the show, but and everyone, they got an insurance policy on the show in case people get hurt, of course, but people die on ATVs all the time. Let's look. I'm going to look that up. Are ATVs dangerous? They're super. It says they're unstable and hard to control, kind of like Victoria. Apparently, at high speeds, rollovers and collisions happen often, and some of these are fatal. Injuries from ATVs are common too, and can mean an emergency room visit. Well, yeah, because you saw how top heavy they were, right? They could barely, two grown people could barely get them back. So yeah, the fact that they were on ATVs is pretty impressive, I think. Maybe I bet you Matt got a scolding after that. They were zigzagging back and forth. It's like you hit the wrong pothole. You're going. Jeremy Clarkson once famously wrote that if you want to kill your children, there's no quicker way than I can see than buying them a quad bike. There you go. And all of a sudden, Matt James thinks he's a superstar on one of these things. Yeah, they're super dangerous. Anyway, we don't need to get into that. We'll move along right here. A couple more. I got my voicemails in. Is there any more There might be another voicemail. I don't know if that last one went through. Let's check it out. And yeah, I got to open up this present. So, hey, Tasha, are you in the other room? Do you want to see the present I'm about to open? Here, come check it out. Is this one from... Let me see who this is from. Is this from tonight? Hi, David. So I think... It's so funny. I'm trying to read the predictive text on these voicemails. You want me to open it up, Tasha? Are you coming? All right. Tasha's off camera. Are you going to come on? You got your robe. Tasha's got a robe. It's late at night. We got here, Wisconsin here. Come say hi. You want to say hi? Everyone, Tasha Marie Courtney's here in her robe. Come on over. Here, I'll move it over a little bit. So here, you got to sit on this one. All right, there she is. All right. Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
All right, here we go. So I'm opening.
Did you peek already?
I didn't. No, I just opened it enough so that I could see what it is. So this is from. We were invited to Thanksgiving by a very friendly Bachelor Nation viewer. I don't know if she's watching tonight, but I'm sure she'll be watching. And this package just came in today, and I think I know what it is, but let's check it out. I'll turn this music up a little bit. Whoa, look at that.
Whoa, what is it?
Here, you take that one.
Want to do a little ASMR opening?
Yeah, do it right here. Hold on. Do it right here.
You gotta stop your noise so I can get my noise.
All right, open it already.
Oh, it's peanut butter.
So, her son makes this. So I'm gonna hold it in front
Wow,
of the camera.
look at
But
it.
look at it. This is homemade. This
Cinnamon
is
honey.
This is organic. This is peanut butter that I think her son makes. Let me see if I can get the focus
Yeah.
on.
Let me hide my face.
Hold on.
There you go. Cinnamon honey.
And she sent us
Americano peanut
a
butter.
few of these. So yeah, this is great. Cinnamon honey. Oh my god. And listen. If you guys know me, you know I love peanut butter. So thank you so much, Teresa. Very serious, so kind. Look at that. She sent us. What's that? Cinnamon
This
honey.
one's cinnamon honey.
This one is white chocolate peanut butter, minus the sugar and carbs. So what's the name of the company? I'll have
Americano.
to get. Okay, this is called Americano. She didn't even give me a way to promote it. Let's see if there's a way. Oh, here we go. Let's see what this is. I won't read this on air. I'll make sure that it's nothing personal here. But this is so sweet. You guys have been so sweet. The Christmas gifts. Look at this. A nice. Oh, how kind. Oh my gosh, and a gift card.
That's
Look,
sweet.
Thank you. That's so
you so
kind.
much.
Oh, you're very sweet. I'm going to read this off air. She said, don't forget, I love to cook anytime you and Tasha are in Phoenix. We'll be there. I'm going to read the rest.
Oh my gosh, we have to have when we're allowed to travel again. Road trip.
Yeah, thank
through
you
Phoenix.
so much. Thank you so much. Very kind and sweet, and we really appreciate it. And I can't wait. I'll do an official review of the peanut butter. It's going to be amazing. I will do an official review on the next recap. I'll get some toast out, and I'll get ready to go. So thank you so much for that. Isn't that nice?
Yeah, I want some right now.
I pulled her
before
out of the
bed.
shower just to get
Bedtime
that.
Snack.
Let's see if we have any comments here. ATVs are really dangerous. We just talked about the ATVs. They're super dangerous. So people are saying the strange fact, another pro athlete from Wake Forest, Matt's alma mater, and mine is now a quadriplegic after an ATV accident. I'm telling you, people die easily. They just get crushed because you go head over heels, and these things just crush you. They must weigh like 500-600 pounds, right? Where do I get white chocolate peanut butter? Well, you gotta get it from Americano peanut butter. This is
Does it
100%
have a
natural
website?
peanut butter.
There you
Oh,
go.
Order at
PB.
pbamericano.com. pbamericano.com. I kind of want to jump into it now. Savor this Southwestern twist on an old American favorite, swirled with cinnamon spice and wildflower honey right from this Sonoran desert. Wow, I think I gave him a good little voiceover read there. We're really pumped about that. I like a good surprise. You know, we had gifts from Jen over there. I know Jen's sleeping and Leah. I know all my moms out there on the East Coast are sleeping, but we appreciate all of you guys so much. Hey, look, everyone's saying hi.
Hi.
Did anyone think there was any chemistry on the one-on-ones? It's hard to tell. It's so early. Did you like any of the one-on-one dates, Sarah?
Yeah. I everyone's glowing next to Victoria.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They're making old season's villains look like Mother Teresa compared to Victoria. It's Victoria's lack of awareness in all social situations. She just doesn't get it.
I'm convinced she's a plant, that she's not a real contestant. She's a producer pretending to be a contestant.
I just don't think even if you're pretending, that's Oscar level. It's so cringeworthy what she's doing that anyway, I don't know. I'm going to put some tunes back on, but I don't know. Norway's in the house. Hello, Norway. It must be tomorrow there. How's Tuesday? What's the weather like in Norway? How does healthcare feel? Does it feel nice? Have nice skin and healthcare?
We got to go to Norway.
Yeah, the kiss with Brie. I don't even remember that one. Do you remember the kiss with Brie? I kind of blacked the episode out. Brie is the Brie was Brie was the one that got flung off the ATV.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was Brie, the one that got flung off the ATV.
She handled that well. I would not have handled that well if a bachelor threw me off an ATV.
Read what Lesia just said.
Where? Here to comment on Matt kissing everyone with his eyes open.
I took a photo of it.
Hold on, let me hide my face so it'll
Can you
focus.
see that? I took a photo, guys. You know, that's the first thing I noticed. Hold on, let me zoom in on these eyeballs. I need to find a way to cue this up for you guys. Look at that. That's some. Hold on. That right there. Yeah. I told Tasha this. I was like, look, he's kissing with his eyes open. She goes, so what? And I was like, kiss me with your eyes open. And it was like, she wouldn't do it. So there you go. It's freaky. Every once in a while, you two people are kissing and you accidentally open your eyes and you open them together and you have a laugh. But it's when you catch it on camera, it's an unfortunate event. Who knows? Maybe he was just making sure she was into it. But either way, he probably forgot he was on camera. Maybe they'll bring Bennett in to give Victoria a lecture on emotional intelligence. Well, I mean, honestly, at this point, she needs it. She needs like electroshock therapy. Are you leaving?
Yeah.
Bye, Tasha. Everyone say bye to Tasha.
I'm coming back first.
You're gonna come back and try the peanut butter? All right, come bring a spoon and we'll try one of these peanut butters. Absolutely.
Right now?
Well, you said you were coming back. Do you want to come back now for peanut butter? Oh, you haven't even showered yet? No, we'll do peanut butter on Thursday. We'll do it at the Thursday live stream. But that's a good way to tease it. We'll get we'll get some bananas and we'll get some other things. Hey, Tasha, I had the funniest line I wanted to tell you. Are you still over there? I think it was Lesia. I don't want to give credit to the wrong person. I was talking about how much I would love. It came out that Queen Victoria worked as a flight attendant on private jets or whatever, and I was thinking it'd be nice to like request kid food like snack packs and things. And then I'd mentioned the Lunchables, how much I loved Lunchables, and then somebody said that was the charcuterie board for kids. And I was like, that was the funniest funny thing, guys. Real funny out there. And then what did we think about the wood-burning load cedar tub you can put in a field with charcuterie, a.k.a. Lou Chablea? What's that? Lou Chablea? Lesia gave tonight's episode a 4 out of 10. I mean, honestly, that gives a lot of credit. I mean, what episode was worse than this? And I know every season we go, oh, this is going to be the worst, and it normally picks up. But, man, this had no chemistry, no drama. At least episode 1, we were like, we like Abigail. Victoria's weird. But now it's kind of like I can hate watch a show, but only to an extent. You know what I mean? So we're going to have to do something with Vicky. We're going to have to, like, Hunger Games her or something. Get her out there in the woods. The other thing I'll mention, which I talked about in my the week before, 2 weeks ago, I made a video about Nemacolin Resorts, and that's where I talked about the crazy lady over there with the pipes. Oh, I got rid of her already. Sorry, never mind. But anyway, sorry, I get distracted. So in that video, I talked about how that there is a wildlife resort on the campus at Nemacolin Resort. There's a wildlife resort with endangered animals. It's supposed to be a rescue. After watching Tiger King, it makes you feel like it's kind of more of a sinister kind of like petting zoo where they just have a couple African cats. So anyway, every time you see fireworks, just remember there's probably dozens of animals scared for their life. I hate to say it, but I don't know how you're allowed to put fireworks off near a zoo. I don't know how that works, but again, not my zoo. Not my billions of dollars. I don't get to do with it as I please. And again, I don't blame Chris Harrison for that. I wonder though if they will bring the zoo in. If you go back and watch that video that I made a couple weeks ago, I do talk about a bear attack that happened at Nemacolin. I think 2 years ago there was a bear attack. And an employee was mauled. Actually survived, but was in critical condition. So this place has some. There's bear attacks. There's condoms in the trees. There's a whole lot of things going on over there. All right, what do we got here? Victoria's so sweaty too and looks like she has a black eye. I try to minimize my shallowness, but when I hate the person, I just don't care anymore. Yeah, Gemma, you got a point. It's like I'm not here to just like make fun of people. She had like black eyes. Tasha used to have a saying that I think her grandmother told her, so I'm going to butcher it. I don't know if you're still listening, Tasha. Are you in there? Tasha's in the shower. What's the saying your grandmother said about like if you're an ugly person, you'll get an ugly face or something? You don't remember? If you're ugly on the inside, you'll be ugly on the outside. Your body, you'll start scowling, and it's not always like it might be a stressful thing, or if you have anxiety or whatever. But if you're just like a rotten soul, it's like you're gonna just be a moldy orange. You know what I mean? We're all gonna see your mold. Nomad Chica said Tyler Cameron apparently gave Matt crap about his large hands and told him to make sure he didn't touch women's faces when he kissed them because his large hands will cover their entire face. Well, he is such a large human. He's a big guy. Yeah, you got to be careful what you're doing with those hands. Hey, some ladies are going to like those hands once we get to the fantasy suite, but not yet there, folks. Andrea said, this is why I only watch Lauren Zima on ET, Wit and Rye, Bachelor Fantic, and Dave Neal until Hometowns. Only need highlights. Yeah, I mean, look, what am I, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not here to rewatch the show with you guys. Some people, and again, I'm not here to criticize anyone, but some people's recaps are like, and then in this scene, they did X, Y, and Z. And it's like, well, we all watched it. I'm just complimentary. I am the, the viewer commentary, the DVD, bonus track. Chris Carlsberg said, I work with high schoolers with disabilities, and one of my deaf students was telling me last week that someone like her was on The Bachelor, Abigail. I'm happy about the representation this season. That's a great story. Thank you for sharing that with us, Chris, because that's really cool to hear. It's really cool to hear about representation. It's just not something you notice until someone brings it up to you. You know, if you're used, if someone has something funny they said where Black Panther came out and this white comic was like, man, everyone's rallying around Black Panther. I wish we had a Black Panther. I think I was like, you got Superman. And it was like, oh yeah, you forget about representation until you see how important it is to other people. And, of all types of representation. And, every season you're not going to be like, well, we need one deaf person. We need one, one person to fall off an ATV. You're not, it's going to be different. But when you start casting people that are dynamic, that come from different places, you're going to not just get a bunch of bimbos. The fact that Victoria is here, here's the thing that I don't like. I don't like when they put people on the show and they don't resolve whatever issues they have, like mentally. So with someone like Victoria, clearly she doesn't play well with others. It's more than just being an introverted. Like with Claire, I gave her a lot of benefit of the doubt that she was introverted and probably had a lot of anxiety, and she took that and kind of lashed out at some of the guys. With Victoria, I'd love for a therapist to just talk to them. I'd love it if they were like, look, if you like this episode, go to our YouTube channel and check out the conversation, and then have some sort of productive conversation about why people are the way they are, because it's interesting, and it's also not right that she potentially exists in this world. She's going to torment somebody. Leslie said, do you think Franco wanted to be sitting there watching that game? I'm sad we didn't get to hear his commentary. I don't know what his deal is. Sometimes when you see a movie and there's some weird character in the movie, like they got edited out. Like there was more to the storyline than you knew. And I feel like with Franco, there was more to the storyline. But again, they had him last season and the same thing happened. So I don't really know what the deal is with him. Maybe what happens is they get worried they're not going to have enough content. So they bring in other people and they don't end up needing them. I don't know. I'm trying to make sure I catch up on all these comments. Yeah, very unattractive behavior going backwards. I'm going backwards a little bit. Leslie said the group date was very similar to a date they did on The Bachelor Australia. Also, bringing in new girls or intruders happens a lot on the international versions. Maybe producers are comparing notes. Very interesting. And for this season, with all the COVID worry, we obviously know they brought in extra people. And maybe that's their way of getting the new people in. It's like, look, we brought 40. We didn't know if 15 of them were all going to get COVID. We didn't know it was going to happen, so we brought in extra. And yeah, maybe that's what happened. Yeah, even reality TV can have a positive impact. Absolutely. I mean, reality TV is supposed to be a representation of the demographic, so we want to just see people of all types, And our country is so unique and huge that, it's nice to get a dude from Buffalo. You get a guy from Florida. It's good that we're from all over, which is partially why, I still like it when there's people like Garrett on the show. I still like it when we get a dude who's like a hunter from Northern California. Good. This show can't be an echo chamber for everyone to have the same political beliefs. I talked about it in other videos about, people that were freaking out that Matt James might have been registered Republican, or it's like, we need diversity of thought on the show so we can challenge each other, so good ideas can exist, so they can take root. I digress. All right, I think I had one more voicemail, so let's see what we got here. And I'm so excited for this peanut butter I got. So tune in Thursday at 4 p.m. That'll be the next live stream, and we'll for sure be taste testing our peanut butter. I think it's like I said, pbamericano.com. Oh, peanut butter might be my favorite food that I'll eat straight out of the jar. I literally just keep a giant stack of peanut butter right out of the jar. All right, here we go. Let's get to this voicemail. Oh, look, we have Andrea, it looks like. Let's play this one here. Here we go. Oh, it's a long one. Nice.
Hey, this is Andrea. Just in the Toronto area right now at my boyfriend's house. Just going into the whole, I should really call him my best friend. Let's go with best friend. Hopefully that's just as endearing. Because he could literally do anything and I'll still be there for him.
Aww.
Yeah, so the condom, used condom or condom wrapper, how much weight? I'm throwing this question out to everybody. How much weight, how much suspicion do you put into a used condom or condom wrapper? I have, I'm listening to you down there on another voicemail. Sorry. I have to go upstairs and use my Google Gmail to make a call and leave a voicemail, and then I can go back downstairs and finish watching. So I found a condom wrapper in his recycling bin under the kitchen, and I was like, do I say anything? Is it a big deal? Is it weird? Maybe he was cleaning up in the backyard or something, which also seems kind of scuzzy. But, and then he's like, and then eventually I did bring it up, and he's like, oh, well, Hugo and his girlfriend were staying here. But that was in August, and then I found it in October, November. I can't remember. So do you let it go? Do you just put it in the back of your head, and maybe if enough other things add up, you become suspicious? And then I guess in terms of this story, this U.S. Weekly story, or whatever it is, it's probably just two production staff banging. Or it's just probably two employees banging, unless it was a specific tree that not had a specific date at, in which case you really need to get Reality Steve or somebody on the case. Okay, have a great night. I gotta go to bed because I gotta be up for probably 7 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. So have a good night.
I love this voicemail. So I was trying to follow along. Okay, I don't know if you're still in the chat, so let me know. It's Andrea, sorry, I kept on saying Andrea. So I don't know if you're still in the chat. So your boyfriend, you found a condom wrapper. Your boyfriend said it was friends that were staying there, but this was months later. So you're starting to wonder if you have trust issues. Of course, it's a red flag, but it doesn't. But also, is it? Normally, you go, well, is it something you want to lose sleep over? And it's well, if your boyfriend's cheating on you, that's probably a deal breaker. I don't know what's going over there in Toronto, but that would be a deal breaker for most people. Gemma says, "Bring in Mari." I'm the millennial Mari right here. I'm an old millennial. Jessica said, "Yes, you say something not make him feel bad, but tell him you're happy he's safe and to stay protected." Well, but Jessica, did I listen to this wrong? The problem is that it's her boyfriend who she thinks has the condom. Did I get that right? Which would say that he's cheating on her. Am I right? Let me know what you guys think. Andrea, are you still? I feel like I played your voicemail too late and you're gone. I guess we won't get answers. Let's get you are not the father. Let's get Andrea back on for Thursday and we'll figure it out. So Andrea, if you're listening, I'll text you. I'll text your number back tomorrow because you might be sleeping. But we're gonna get you back on, and I want to know more of the story because I feel like I don't know enough. But we're gonna have to get down to Condom Gate. We've got Condom Gate over here. We'll get the lie detector from Tayshia's season. We need JoJo to show up with a lie detector to figure things out. Lunchablea is a misspelling of Lunchables. Yeah, that makes sense. Emma's a scientist, so she's going to swab it. Get an extra large, extra long swab for that, please. That was the strangest voicemail because I thought, I was trying to read along. It goes voice to text here. Anyway, I guess we're not going to know. But thank you for calling in, Andrea. That was the strangest voicemail I've ever gotten. Is she still there? She's here. Wait. That's not your number? That wasn't you? Well, Andrea, either call me back or just text us right now. Did I get it right? It was a condom that you're wondering if it was your boyfriend's? Is that right? That was a free call to the States through Google, Gmail. Oh, got you. Cool. So, Andrea, what's get me down. So he was awake, so you didn't want him to know you were calling in and asking about him. Thank you guys for catching me up. We got a lot of info to figure out here. He's asleep again. Or you don't have to call back in because I got to wrap it up. So Andrea, you live with your boyfriend. He's also your best friend, and you want to know if the condom wrapper he found was because he was hooking up with another girl. Did I get that all right? And he said it was from someone that stayed there a few months ago, but it's like, why did you only find the condom wrapper 2 months later? And this whole conversation came because, speaking of, coming, conversation came because of this story right here, which, by the way, I think we pronounce it Us Weekly, but no offense, you're in Canada. You don't know, but this is Us Weekly, not US Weekly. Although maybe it is US Weekly. What's the difference? Is it Us Weekly? I just don't trust this story because it just seems like the CEO is trying to get some. I don't know. Maybe it's true. Who would lie about that, right? And by the way, it's 2021. It's the pandemic. Who's using condoms anyway? Am I right? All right, I got to get you guys out of here. Let's resolve this. Dave's live slowly turning into an Ask Nick episode. So Tasha, are you there? Oh, that's a dog. I thought Tasha walked in. The dog just walked in. Hey, Boone. Yeah, maybe he doesn't clean up. I mean, that totally could be the case. I mean, you asked him and he gave you an answer, and now the question is, it's like, what do you do with that? Do you believe him? I mean, I think you got to trust his answer, but also like judge how he gave it. Was he nervous? What was the whole overall deal of that? Sorry, I can't really help you out any more than that. There's so many unknowns here. Yeah, Jess says that's really suspicious. Yeah, we need to get a hidden camera. Should we get my live stream going over at Andrea's house? He even puts garbage in the green bin. Can you find out some more info for us for the next live stream? I need to get out of here. But also, the other thing is too, if he was cheating, if he was hooking up with someone else, you think he would be like hyper aware to like clean the evidence out, And then Andrew said, also wise to use condom a story. It's the New York Post. If you've ever read the New York Post, the page six of New York Post, it's just the smuttiest of smut. They'll print anything. Sounds like a Ryan's Roses episode. Yeah. It's a yellow flag, we're saying. A lot of men get really angry and lash out irrationally when caught in a lie. No, we don't. So, yeah. Well, I don't know what tips to give you. He obviously had a tip. He protected his tip. I think here's what you can do, Andrew. Here's what you can do. You asked him about it, and you can just say, look, I know you told me it wasn't yours, but we're official. We're together. I don't want to look like an idiot. You swear on your mom's life or whatever that this wasn't yours, and then see what he does with his eyes. See if he looks sincere. And if he looks sincere, then you got to take him on his word and not let it eat you up anymore. Nomad Chica said, wouldn't a guest take care of their own condom wrapper at the time of using it? Sorry, Andrea, sounds like a stressful situation. Yeah, very stressful. Yeah. I mean, look, all right. I guess we just won't know. Let us know how it goes. It's late over there. What is it, 2 a.m. over there? You got to go to bed. But anyway, guys, did I get through everything? We unwrapped the peanut butter. I think I got everyone's voicemails. So funny. Very interesting, guys. Yeah, that's everyone. So the next live chat will be Thursday at 4 p.m. I'll post the thumbnail beforehand so you can hit the button so it puts you in the waiting room, so that way when the live stream starts you can just get right going. And and Nomad Chica said, Andrew, talk to him, tell him you feel uncomfortable about it and see how he reacts. Andrew said he also got a text from a random number saying he or she was at a hotel for a night. All right, Andrew, look, come back on Thursday and bring some more evidence, because I feel like you got a lot of evidence out there. So we got to work through some of that. But I got to get going. Really wish we could get to an answer here. Yeah, it just got juicy. Imagine if this live stream goes on for 6 more hours. Get him on the phone. Get him on the phone right now. Why are you a tool? How long have you guys been dating? Sus. Huey Winston says, "Oh damn, yeah, that's sus. That's suspect. Sus is short for suspect." I bet you the other Bachelor live streams aren't finding out if he cheated or not. What if I became the Maury Povich? If I became the Maury Povich of Bachelor, I would be so annoyed because you can't hate Maury Povich for printing that money. Like, he's making a fortune. You can't hate him for it, but it's like, is that the life we want? Thank you so much, Emma. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with us. Good night, Andrea. Good night, everyone else. Good night, Oz. I'm going to sign off, and I'll try to respond to a couple more things that I missed after I sign off. But I appreciate you guys so very much. Tomorrow morning, the recap will be out. I wanted to thank everyone for the donations. I normally do my donations, thank you, on the recap. But a quick shout out to Kelly. Donated $40. Thank you so much. Esme, $15. Shava, $10. A couple new names out there. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. Very, very nice. And then, of course, Teresa with the peanut butter. I mean, really kind, guys. You're also very kind. For everyone who's on the Patreon, I have to give it a shout out. My Patreon is a private membership only community where I do extra podcast episodes. If you like hearing me talk, I have a lot of extra content on there. This last episode, I broke down the song Creep, which is a new song by Brighton, who it's a song about Colton Underwood. On the private Patreon only episode, I'm able to play like full songs because it's all membership only, so I can play licensed music and all that. So I totally broke down the song Creep and compared it against the Radiohead version of Creep. It's a ton of fun, and those conversations are always off the rails because it's just me kind of getting in my head, do kind of motivational talk, things like that. So if you do want extra content, that's the membership community. You can go to patreon.com/thesap for that. The Sap is my podcast. And anyways, thank you guys so much. Thank you, Jacqueline, and everyone else for sticking around. I appreciate you guys. Everyone have a good night. I'll see you in the morning. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the recap. And all right, good night, everybody. Yeah, the Andrea story will be to be continued Thursday at 4 p.m. I'm going to get to the bottom of this. I'm flying to Toronto. I'm going to do a room raider. Lesia, I didn't know the Bachelor producers were involved in the James Taylor incident in D.C., so I will look into that. Thank you. I'm going to Google it right now. So if you haven't already, hit the alert button if you're already subscribed, and you'll get all my content pushed to your phone as soon as it happens. You guys have been good. Thank you guys so much for being so supportive tonight. Yeah, we had a good following. Now I gotta go walk the dog and then record my recap. I don't even know what I'm gonna say. This episode sucked. All right, Andrea, since I can't text you back, find me on Instagram or something if you have any more info to share. interested in a video about Carly and Evan's split. But other than just a sad breakup, I don't know of any specific details. We'll catch up on all this, guys, later. I gotta run, folks. Time to do the recap. Have a good night, everybody. Don't forget, when you go into that room, wherever it is you're going, just make sure the energy is better when you leave it. Don't be like Vicky.